Hello, this is Uncle Jimmy once again, Jimmy's Train Station Travel Adventures, and today I am in Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia. This is one I've been wanting to get off my bucket list for a long time. So we're standing in front of this pyramid right here, made of rocks, which honors the dead of Gettysburg, Confederate dead. And most of these graves here you see are from 1863, from the Battle of Gettysburg, and I will read it to you up here. And this is also, it says, a memorial to the Confederate women of Virginia, 1861 to 65. The legislature of Virginia of the 1914 hazardous salutation of Ladies Hollywood Memorial Associations and United Daughters of Confederacy of Virginia placed in perpetual care the section where lie buried 18,000 Confederate soldiers. And the 18,000 Confederate soldiers are all around me, and a lot of them is from the Battle of Gettysburg. There's a lot of unknown ones too, up and down, but most of these are from all over the battlefields. But see May 1863, June 1863, but there are some here, I believe right over there are the unknowns, all down the hill there, and they're all Confederate soldiers. There's some this is called Hollywood Cemetery because there's so many famous people buried in this cemetery. You have like 3 or 4 main Confederate generals, the president of the Confederacy, and also 2 U.S. presidents. And I can't remember which ones it is, but follow us on this adventure. And here we stand in front of the famous general, Major General George E. Pickett of the Army of Virginia, Lee's division. And this is his grave, and his wife, which is buried beside him. These were all Virginia men, and he's the one that did the famous Pickett's Charge. And I've heard stories he's buried underneath this tomb. I've heard stories that he hated General Lee for what he did and made him do the charge where he lost all his division, either killed or wounded. He commanded Armistead's brigade, Pickett's division. Kemper's brigade, Corse's brigade. Now he did survive the Civil War, by the way. And 38th Battalion Artillery. And Barnett's brigade too also. Now if you believe in ghosts, there's a story about this tomb that you can hear a man weeping from it sometimes. And he's still weeping over the loss at Gettysburg. And here's his wife, Sally Corbell Pickett, wife of George E. Pickett. LaSalle was her name. She died in 1931, March 22nd. General Pickett, let's see, he died in North Fork City, Virginia, July 30th, 1875. This is some of the people were under him. It's also buried here. Colonel Lewis B. Williams. And these are some of the guys that fought with him and under him. So follow us on this adventure as we continue and see some more famous graves in Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia. Follow us. And here we have the grave of Jefferson Davis, President of the Confederacy. He's buried right here, and his wife is buried right there. And that's Virginia Ann Davis, daughter, child of Jefferson Davis, President of the Confederate States during the Civil War. It's a statue of Mr. Davis. He's from Kentucky, as well as President Lincoln was also from Kentucky. And over here we have Joel Addison Hayes. He served in the army of the Confederate Army, and over here we have his wife Margaret Howe Davis Hayes, which was also daughter of Jefferson Davis and her husband, who served at the Confederate Army over there. So there you have it. There's some more people buried in here. General Stuart's one of them. There's 2 American presidents buried in here. Now, I didn't get a map at the beginning, and I should have. And if I had more time, I would film a lot more and show you these other graves. But in the meanwhile, we'll see what we can find. So follow us on this adventure. And up here, we're going to a president's grave. Couldn't remember quite where it was, but I finally found it. So we'll make our way up there. And it's President Monroe. This is his grave.
Interfere with the affairs of the Americas, North, Central, or South. They're going to threaten open war with the United States. It's a bold decision to make back in 1823 because it needs to be said
James Monroe. Died 1831, born 1758. And his remains is right in that sarcophagus right there. President of the United States.
Let's get a forced President John F. Kennedy to have to do something about it. What he does is he invokes
Elizabeth's buried right here beside him. Wife of President James Monroe. Died 1830.
Immediately, we can go withdraw. Shortly after threatening them, we begin to withdraw. But that was showing how the Monroe Doctrine was flexing its muscles well into the Cold War.
And I know there's another president buried in here, but I can't remember right where they're at and who it was. But it's been a long time since I've been here. Lots of neat graves in here. I could spend all day, but I don't have it. We're on our way home from vacation. Great view out there of the James River off in the distance. If I had more time, I'd show you a lot more. Unfortunately, I don't. Like I said, there's another American president buried here also, and then General Stewart that fought with Lee's Army of Virginia. He's a cavalry officer, but I can't remember where he's at either. And it's getting late and the cemetery's getting close to closing. That's why I didn't bother grabbing a map. But I've been wanting to get here and film for you. If you ever get down here to Richmond and able to stop the cemetery here, check it out. It's really neat. And you can get a map and it'll tell you where all the famous people are buried. There's a lot more than I'm just telling you. But this is what I can remember. So I don't think I'm going to find the other graves I wanted to show you. So follow me on this adventure and we'll try to just find another one or two. But if we can't, then we'll be getting out of here soon. So follow us. Well, folks, I'm sorry I wasn't able to show you the whole cemetery. Just don't have the time. But I did want to make it down here. So if you ever get a chance to get down here and you got time, it's really neat. There's a lot of famous graves in there you can find. I wasn't able to find General Stewart's grave, unfortunately. I didn't have a map. I think the office was closed. But if you ever get down here, I recommend it. It's interesting if you like history. So this has been Uncle Jimmy, Jimmy's Train Station Travel Adventures, and I'll ask if you please subscribe to my channel if you're watching this. Feel free to leave comments, suggestions of other things you'd like to see in the future. And in the meantime, go out and have your own adventures and enjoy life. Till next time, this has been Uncle Jimmy, Jimmy's Train Station Travel Adventures. Till next time, goodbye.